Hey guys, it's Nikki with FM99. I'm here with Josh Katz and Joey Morrow from Badflower. How are you guys?
We're so good. How are you?
Good.
Doing great. Happy birthday to both of you. Yes?
Yes. Thank you.
Josh, you're today.
And Joey
yesterday. Right. And you're both celebrating a milestone birthday, if I'm correct, right?
Celebrating is an interesting word to use.
I mean, the birthday is going to happen anyway. You may as well celebrate it.
We're definitely existing.
Oh, come on.
We're celebrating. We're getting quite drunk. It's good.
Well, I wish I could join you. I still have a show to do, so I can't join you.
I mean, this is my job. I do a better job when I'm drunk. It's like one of those.
That's a pretty rocking job. It does not suck. It does not suck to be you.
Well, yeah. No, you're right. I have a pretty good life.
You do. So how are you guys surviving the craziness that's happening in the world right now?
Existing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Existing. All right. I love the crown, by the way. That is.
You, my little tiara.
I love it. Yes.
Cute, right?
It is cute. I feel like I should be able to wear one of those at all times, and it should just be okay.
Well, nothing's stopping you.
Yeah. So you guys have a new single out in celebration of this birthday. Tell me about it. Let's talk about it.
You said it all. It's really, it's a song meant to be, honestly, it's meant to be stupid. And It is stupid. But it's also kind of clever and fun. And it also, I feel like it's appropriate for the times now because everybody's too serious.
Yeah, now. I agree with you.
It's a very unserious song that kind of touches on a lot of serious things that I feel, but it's just a way to just laugh about all of it.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I think we're actually quite good at doing both versions of that. Like we always speak on something that's important, either internally or externally, with every Badflower song. But the way that we approach it is always hugely different. Like on our last record, we had our song Xana X, which talked about depression and anxiety in a way that completely made fun of it and made fun of the behavior and all that. And then we had a song like Ghost that was not making fun of anything. Like it was really outlining the seriousness of what that feels like. And I like that we get to do that. And then the people who are fans of our band embrace both versions of that.
Yeah, no, definitely. And this song, I mean, it's very fun. It's very clever. So I have a question though. I watched the video for the song.
Yeah.
What happens at the end? Was that like a planned exit? Because the look on your face was not one of, this is how it's supposed to end.
Okay. So I did the pyrotechnics.
Okay.
I shouldn't do that. Nobody should ever play with explosives, but I did. And, actually, after I was done doing it, I was like, I want to get like certified. I want to like get good at this. This is fun to do. But I did it all and I planned it out to a T. But at the same time, like while I was singing my part and doing the whole thing, I still had in my head, like I'm responsible for the safety of the people who were around and involved in this. And I was still like very conscious of it. And at the very end, something just didn't go as planned.
Okay.
On screen to give us the light, and I genuinely did run to get to it. But what's funny is we talked about how funny it would be if fireworks went off at the end on accident, but we would have like done that on purpose to make it look like it was an accident.
Right.
But it actually happened. Something actually did go wrong. Yeah, that's what it is. We have, I'm sure at some point we'll post it. We have the raw footage somebody took from far away of everything that happened, and at some point we'll post it.
Please do, because the look on your face was like.
Well, it was also like we watched the footage back and we're like, this is so perfectly appropriate for the end of the song.
Yeah. So. Well, that's why I wasn't sure if you know that was planned that way or if that was seriously like a, oh hell.
I think the answer is here off camera too. Someone go like.
It was both planned and unplanned.
I love that. That is awesome. Very, very good.
Yeah.
So you guys, obviously your album last year, Okay, I'm Sick, you had 3 number ones off of that album. Congrats. It was awesome. So are you, but the question is, obviously the album, it's been less than a year, really. are we working on anything new? Well, you are.
Yeah.
So we're working on a new album.
Yeah, 30 was just one of the songs that we were working on, and it just happened to be one when we finally sent it in. They were like, let's do it. Like, let's run with this for a little bit. We're still working on other songs in the background, but yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So a new Badflower album. I dig it.
Well, also, I don't know. I mean, I don't know necessarily if we'll just straight up release an album. We've talked about the idea of like releasing EPs rather than that, because personally, I'm not married to the idea of an album like a lot of bands are. They just I want my album to. We don't care. We can just put out singles and it's fine. I know a lot of people like albums, and we do sort of conceptualize the way that we package songs. Like "Okay, I'm Sick" it wasn't a concept album, but it like all made sense for the time period for us, and we could potentially do that again with this body of work if we so choose.
Right.
I can't say whether or not we're gonna do that because we haven't decided yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I love that. So I had somebody ask me today if I knew how you guys, meaning the band, met. Were you guys all like friends before Badflower?
No. I knew Alex, the bass player, first, but just because we went to high school together, we weren't really friends. But I knew of him. Joey and I kind of started this. You just outlined 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Oh, that makes me sick to my stomach.
We started playing together 12 years ago.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Badflower has been around for 12 years. But yeah, we started playing together, and we cycled through different bass players and drummers, and eventually landed on this setup, and that was that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we met. He was in another band that we liked, and we sort of scouted him. We heard that band broke up, and we picked him out.
That's awesome. Yeah. And you guys were supposed to be here with 311 and Incubus on tour.
Yeah.
Which we are all super bummed about.
Yeah, it was one of the last tours to cancel. Everyone else was canceling and canceling.
They held out.
They were holding strong. They're like, maybe something's going to happen. Maybe it'll turn around. And it just didn't happen.
Yeah, we were all doing the same thing. No, maybe it's going to be okay. So are you guys rescheduling those dates? Do we even know yet? Or is it kind of a wait and see?
Yeah, as far as we know, we haven't heard anything from the Incubus or 311 end on rescheduling. They may down the road, but I think if they do, they'll probably just start it all over. And if they ask us to support it, then we'll have that conversation. But it's not just going to be like the tour isn't postponed; it is canceled.
Okay.
I
hate that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we need to. Apparently, Brenda says, Joey, you and I have the same birthday, so happy birthday to you too, Brenda, on Facebook. She needs a tiara too, I guess.
I'd give you mine, but
that would be neat if we could figure that out.
Back to you.
So you guys have obviously, the song was released. Phenomenal timing, obviously, with your birthdays or whatever. You guys have like a stream concert happening tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
And am I freezing or are you guys freezing? I'm sorry.
Oh, you seem
freezing?
You seem perfectly fine.
Oh, okay.
So then we're freezing, yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Okay. So you guys have a stream concert. It's happening tomorrow.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. And love the title of it. I'm gonna go with the "So Happy I'm 30" part of it, but it's I like the sentiment. It's really great. So it's the event. It's a fundraiser for 2 different charities.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, we sort of cycled through every charity we could go with, and I think the most important thing for me is, and all of us when picking a charity, is you want to make sure you know that when you give somebody money, they're doing something real with it.
Absolutely.
And it's not like just being pocketed or being divvied out in ways that you didn't expect. And I just trust these 2. One of them is literally paying bonds for immigrants who are stuck in detention centers.
Okay.
Like it's literally your money is going directly to pay the bonds so people can get out of their detention centers and be reunited with their families and not be in cages and shit. Like we keep hearing about this, like kids in cages. Yeah, but stop talking about it. Like it is a real thing that's happening. Right now. There are people stuck in these really, really awful situations, and this company this organization is literally getting them out. And so I think I'm so like take all my money. I'm so happy to do that, and I think people are excited to. And we've already raised thousands of dollars, like so much money.
That's so fantastic.
We're getting people out of these shitty situations by playing rock and roll. Like how fucking cool is that?
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. That's all right. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, it's seriously best of both worlds. Like you're doing something that you love and like kind of saving the world too, which
and 320 Changes Direction is to Linda Bennington's company, and their aim is just like destigmatizing the idea of depression and mental health and all that. And they literally will take the money and divvy it out to where they see fit, as far as I know. And it's just like I trust that we've done stuff with them in the past, and I know they do really, really good work, and they're just special people. And yeah, they're all so the money's going to like real legit places, and we're happy about that.
That's awesome. I love that. Wow. Hi guys, happy 30th. I'm actually turning 40 on July 28th. You think 30 is crazy? Just wait. Do everything you want to do in life now. Thank you for your powerful music and awareness you're putting out there. I feel a kinship with you all because of it.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that.
Sweet, Katie. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Josh, what is your pre-show regimen and you're my music hero?
You want to see? I can show you. I'll do it for you.
Let's see it.
This is what it looks like. 100 times.
That's what you do to get ready for your show?
I have never played a show without doing 100 jumps. And then I put my fingers in my hair because I'm anxious, and I pace around wherever I am, and I'm an asshole to whoever's near me.
And he locks himself in the bathroom.
And then I go and I use the bathroom an excessive amount of times. We have a rule that if there's a bathroom with a shower, nobody's allowed to use the shower an hour before the show. I will throw a fit if someone's in the shower because I need it. I need that bathroom. Within the hour before the show, I'm a nervous wreck every night.
Really?
Yeah, every night.
I mean, it's refreshing to hear, actually, because
we've been touring for years and it's never gone away. I mean, it's gotten a little better, and I sort of like I make fun of that in myself. Like I don't take it so seriously anymore, but it's still a thing. Like it still happens.
Yeah.
I become like superstitious. Like I become sort of that, like the mini jumps that I do. I don't need to do them, but I have this superstition. Like if I don't do the mini jumps, it's not going to be a good show. There was a period in my life where certain pants, I've never talked about this, certain pants I was wearing, if I had a good show wearing those pants, I would wear those pants every time I play a show.
Superstitious.
Like proper superstition.
Like
yeah,
those people who won't wash their underwear
when
they're watching their favorite sports team.
Yeah, exactly. I did have that. It's not as bad as it was then, but the mini jumps is the only thing that's stuck. Oh, and I stretch. I do stretches, and I hold certain stretches for like 10 seconds down there, 10 seconds here.
I love that. I'm also really superstitious, so I appreciate everything about that, actually. All right, let's see. Eric, how long did it take and what were your feelings about doing Ghost, one of my favorite songs to hear when life gets in the way?
What do you mean by doing it, like playing it live, do you think they mean?
Maybe he means about recording it.
I've been saying, I've been asked a similar question all day, and it would feel uncomfortable for me to write anything that didn't feel genuine to me in that moment when I'm writing it, when it comes to lyrics.
Yeah.
When people ask like, what's it like to pour your heart out like that? Is it difficult at times? No, it's really easy. That's what's on my mind. That's what's the only thing I can think about right now. And so it's so easy to write about it. And it's not hard to show people because I typically wear my emotions on my sleeve. Typically, if I complain a lot. So if there's something wrong in my life, like you're going to hear about it, I'm going to talk about it and complain about it. So it all feels really natural to me to be that honest and open. And even when it's dark, like in this on my Ghost.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you those of us that share similar issues appreciate things like that very, very much. Hannah, has your anxiety lessened as you play or has it been just as prevalent? Tips for handling anxiety. Love you guys. Hannah, do 100 mini jumps.
100 mini jumps and you'll still be anxious.
Yeah, that's a good question though. Has your anxiety lessened or is it just as bad?
Yeah, it has lessened. It's definitely lessened. Actually, significantly. Yeah, it has. Yeah. It's one of those things like when I'm in the middle of it and I'm panicking a lot and I'm really anxious, it's all I can think about. And it's like, it consumes my entire life It's the only thing on my mind. As soon as it starts to go away, I forget what it even feels like.
Yeah.
It's almost like it never existed. I can't even, somebody's like, oh, I'm having a panic attack. If I'm like doing well in my life, I'm like, what's that? How does that, like, I can't even understand it. Even though I'm so intimate with it not that long ago.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how it is for me. So yeah, it's gotten much better. It's going to get worse again at some point in my life. It always does. Like, I know that it comes and goes in waves depending on the stress in my life. And sometimes it doesn't, I mean, most of the time it doesn't feel like a direct result of the stress that's in my life.
Yeah.
It feels like something separate. It's like, no, I have a heart condition or something's wrong with my throat. I would never be able to pinpoint, no, it's because you have this coming up and you did this thing and whatever, and your relationship with this person's not good and you didn't text that person back and now they're mad. Like, it's all these little things that pile up and you just never make that connection.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the thing with anxiety is that, sometimes, I mean, there's times when
manifestation of that shit.
What's that? Say that again.
It's like the physical manifestation of all the shit in your mind, but you don't know that. You can't tell that that's what it is, but that's what it is.
Yeah. That's such a good point he just made about panic attacks. Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's one of those things, unfortunately, for somebody who's never suffered from anxiety. I love when they look at you and they say, well, everything's fine. Like, what do you have to be anxious about? It's like, I don't even know. I don't even know at this moment in time what's making me anxious.
Exactly right. But that's the beauty of therapy. Like, if you have a good therapist, they're like, all right, I figured this out. Here's what it is. And if you work on these things in your life, this will probably alleviate a lot of your stress and a lot of your problems. And it seems ridiculous when somebody says that. They're like, my relationship with my mom, like, that has nothing to do with this. But it always does. And if you do work on those things and repair those things, you end up a happier person and a way more peaceful person. It's wild. Really.
Yeah. It is. That is a fact. Very true. All right. What song are you referring to when you sing "I'm all right, but I hate that song" in 30?
I've been asked that so many times already, and the song hasn't even been out for like 10 hours. I'm referring to the birthday song, "Happy Birthday."
Ah, okay. Well, I guess it's a good thing I didn't sing to you then.
It is a good thing. The context of it is like, I'll please the crowd and I'll put out the candlelight. Like, I'll blow out your dumb candles, but don't sing that song. Like, I'm sick of this ritual. I don't want to hear it. I hate it.
Especially when you start getting older and you hear that song and you're like,
yeah, your reaction in the video was epic, by the way.
Thank you. It's just it's such a stupid. It's a ritual that some people like, I guess, but it's just it's that like solid reminder. I think the joke is, hey, I don't want to be reminded of the fact that I'm only getting older and I'll never be in my 20s again. And you singing that song is just like the nail in the coffin. So please shut up. Like, I don't need that.
Yeah.
That said, a whole bunch of people sang for us yesterday and the day before for you.
I considered it, but I refrained.
If you had done it, I wouldn't have been mean.
Not to my face anyway. For the next interview, you would have been like, that girl sang and I'm over it. All right, let's see. Do either of you have girlfriends? P.S. Feel free to lie so you don't crush my dreams.
That's not good internet behavior. You shouldn't say things like that. No. We're not lying, but I'm still gonna crush your dreams because the way it is.
You answered her question.
Yeah, I answered your question.
Yeah, answer your question. Well, I was gonna bring you guys a cupcake, but I ate it, so I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Look at what we have.
Oh, heck yeah.
Cakes. I'm gonna eat this churro, and they're vegan too.
You use your fingers,
which is the dopest part. I just want my churro in a minute.
Churro?
It's a churro birthday cake?
Yeah, it's like churros and sprinkles and other things that go on cakes. Or the classic cake stuff.
It's got candles though. A little lighter. 30. Are they real candles?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. If they were red, they'd look like the.
It looks all.
It looks all what?
It looked like plastic. I didn't touch it, and it looked like plastic.
It looked
like a fake candle. Like, oh, that's a fake. That's a prop candle.
I don't know. How far away are you guys? I might have to come for cake. Where are you guys right now, by the way?
In LA.
You're okay. Yeah, I'm not making it there for cake.
Where are you?
We just blast our address.
We're in Virginia Beach.
Ah,
Yeah, it's a little bit of a trek.
yeah.
Karen wants to know what Joey's drinking.
This is Bullet Bourbon.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
And by the way, Karen, I respect you and appreciate you, despite your name. I just want you to know that. I'm looking out for you, and justice for Karen, like I'm all about it. Okay, so I got you.
That's hilarious. I love that. Bullet Bourbon is fantastic. Have you tried Buffalo Trace?
I have not.
You should try it.
I will.
Because I'm a big Bullet Bourbon fan, and Buffalo Trace is delicious.
What was it called one more time?
Buffalo Trace. Well, somebody else just said that. Do you enjoy Buffalo Trace bourbon? It's one of my favorites, and I am a Bullet fan. So now you have to go try it.
I will. I absolutely will. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Justice for Karen. Holly loved Justice for Karen. Yeah, that was that was very clever. I love that.
Somebody started a hashtag like Karen for Karen.
I love that. I might have to hashtag my reposting of this on my Facebook page with hashtag Justice for Karen.
It's so, it's so funny the way that people use Karen. It makes me laugh every time I read it. But then I think about people who are named Karen, like they didn't choose to be named Karen. It's not.
They didn't.
But it's so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I wish it was like a fictitious name that could be as funny as Karen.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, and I've got some friends.
Not that this is the biggest problem in the world right now that needs to be addressed. Like,
no, but
like rallying for it. I do. I feel a little bit bad sometimes when I see it. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I think I'd rather worry about issues like that than the actual issues that are going on in the world right now, or talk about them anyway.
It definitely feels easier to talk about than a lot of the other things happening. So
Yeah.
Next question.
What's
This question?
What is it that Joey's gonna hate near the end?
Oh, shit.
You take it. It's your fault.
Yeah, I did say it, and I didn't tell him that I was saying it, and it was this. I said it, and then the song was mastered and done. It was like, listen to the master of the song; it's finished. And he's like, "What did you say?" That song started out as a lot of different songs. We had it's obviously like a train wreck of a song to begin with, and it was just manipulated and moved around. And I took a lot of the stems from our producer at the time and manipulated even more and added stuff. And I was like, I'm going to write some weird parts and do a rant here. And in the process of it, I kept emailing band members and the producer, like, here's where I'm at. What do you guys think? And everybody liked everything I was doing except for Joey. Every time the way he was like, I don't like it. I like, go put it back to the way it was before. I don't like it. But everybody else liked it. And so by the time we got to the end, I was frustrated. I stopped emailing him and I'm like, I'm just going rogue on this. And I put the end part on there, which didn't exist. I just like slapped it on by cutting up other parts of the song and slapped that together. And I said, Joey's going to hate this because I knew that he was going to hate it when he heard it.
That's awesome. I love that.
Me too.
I love it.
Yeah, I do.
And now
you kind of had to love it when you heard it.
Yeah. Well, now it's like, it is one of the most fun songs to play live too. It's a blast to play live.
And it's fun that, because nobody says that on stage when we play it live.
Yeah.
A lot of times in front of me, I can see whoever's standing in the front row, like, scream that at me.
See, you made it special. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's one of those things we've never said into the mic. Ever. Like, we've never said, we just leave it blank. And I guess the crowd does whatever they want at that moment, which is cool.
Well, it sounds like they're familiar with it, so they do it for you.
Crowds.
What's that?
Do you remember crowds of people?
I do. Wasn't it nice when we could be around other people in crowds?
Do you remember fans?
I know. Do you remember being able to jump up and down and sweat on each other, like just random strangers?
Crowd surfing?
What? Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Crowd surfing.
I know.
I remember.
I remember.
We'll get back to it soon. Hopefully, we'll get to live music sooner rather than later, and you guys will be able to make it. What's that?
Just don't forget.
Yeah.
We're not forgetting.
No, we're not forgetting. It's yeah. I need it. I need it in my life, and you guys need to make your way back here to Virginia Beach. The ultimate crowd surf. Oh, do you do extra jumps?
Wait, how do you prepare for ultimate crowd surf? Oh, extra mini jumps.
Extra jumps. Yeah.
I have hurt people before, I've been told. What? Okay. They're telling me something there's people here. You know, clearly, of course, there's people here.
They're waiting for cake. That's what they're waiting for.
No, look at this one. Can I show you this? Right there.
Hi.
He's waiting with a fork in his hand.
No, I have a phone in my hand.
This is
yeah.
Ryan Seaman from the band. I don't know how, but they found me. Amazing band.
Yeah, I live down the street,
and
that's why I came over.
And
here.
It's my birthday, and he came
so
over because it's the birthday.
So it's a birthday party. I love that.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, as the best version of a birthday party that we can have, with the times and being considerate. Ryan and I actually, right when lockdown happened, did all the wrong things. No, we did because we didn't.
We did all the wrong.
We didn't know what was happening, and all the news was coming in kind of weird way. Like we didn't get it, and we had booked 3 flights, 4 flights, like right at the top of it. They're like, don't fly, don't travel, don't do this. And we're like, we went everywhere. We went on everyone. We partied like crazy. We didn't sleep. Our immune system was terrible.
I got the test. I'm fine.
I've been tested too. Yeah. Like we're all good. So, but anyway, I just felt like,
me too. Yeah, it's been a crazy time. You know,
I almost don't mind seeing
all this happened. It was just pandemonium.
It was a blast.
I didn't know I was going to do press today. This is awesome.
He's also on the cover of Alt Press today.
I am. I just found that out too. The collector's edition. So,
wow, look at that.
Well,
you know,
his label's not setting up press for him, so we can do it.
They've got you covered. Don't worry about it. That got you covered.
I mean, he's got himself covered. On the cover.
On the cover.
Literally on the cover.
Get out of here, cover boys. All right.
Well, you guys are awesome. I'm going to let you go back to your birthday. Thank you so very much for taking the time to talk to me on your birthday. I am honored that I got to talk to you on your birthday. And I look forward to your next album and to your concert tomorrow. You guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Kill it.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. You guys have a great weekend.
That's it.
Bye.
The weekend?
She was probably